What's cracking, yo? Welcome back to Boo TV. Appreciate you for stopping in. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, stay notified, and let's get into the topic for today. As we wind down towards the end of the regular season, with there only being a handful of games left for these teams, we all know what that Western Conference is looking like. That fifth seed all the way down to the 12th seed. Any of these teams can end up anywhere between 5 and 12 by time the season ends. Some teams are going to make the playoffs, some teams are going to make the play-in, and some teams are going to be left outside the window looking in. And any of these teams can qualify for any of these spots. And I just want to say, for a handful of these teams, I am not going to feel sorry for you if you do not make the playoffs. I do not. You know why? Because all season long, I've been calling these coaches and these players out for load managing these players, especially in critical games, especially in winnable games where they think they can load manage and rest their best player because they're not playing a very good team and they ended up losing. And I was calling them out all season long. Where is the sense of urgency? This conference is jam-packed and tight in the standings. You need every victory you can get. And I kept getting backlash from people. Not so much on this channel. I kept getting backlash from people. Oh, the Mavericks should have won that game anyway. They were still the better team without Luka, Doncic. What the fuck are you talking about? The Mavericks are absolute garbage without Luka Doncic. Luka literally does everything for that team, makes every play, monopolizes the ball. He makes everything go. They don't have a single other playmaker on that squad. And without the Mavericks, without Luka, the Mavericks might be the worst team in the league. They weren't supposed to win that game. But I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't feel sorry for many of these teams. And I don't want to hear if the Lakers don't make the play. And the Lakers are my favorite team, lifelong Laker fan. But I'm not one of these Laker fans that are delusional and just scream championship every year. Oh, we got Anthony Davis. What about Anthony Davis? What? Do you know who Anthony Davis is? Do you know his MO? Anyway, we're not getting into that. Anywho, even as I am not going to feel bad for the Lakers if they do not make the playoffs. And I don't want to hear, oh, LeBron missed the last few weeks of the season, oh, this, oh, that. I don't want to hear none of that. I don't. Because if the Lakers end up missing it by a half a game or make it but didn't win the tiebreaker with the other team, I don't want to hear that. Because the Lakers had plenty of games this season where LeBron and Anthony Davis were healthy and they did not play. They did not play. I don't want to hear it. Winnable games. Very much winnable games. I don't want to hear it. I don't. You don't use LeBron didn't play. Oh, Anthony Davis only played X amount of games. Well, we know what Anthony Davis is. You should factor in Anthony Davis's inavailability when you start the season because we know what this is. Come on. This isn't new. This isn't any surprise. But the games where Anthony Davis was healthy and decided not to play him, that's on you. That's on you, AD. That's on you, Coach Ham. That's on you, LeBron. That's on you. All on you. Should have got your ass. Now LeBron, you played. You played on this foot injury because you knew you had a record to catch. But the minute you caught that record, this nagging foot injury, that's all of a sudden a nagging foot injury or something along those lines, now you're going to sit out. The minute he got the record, he didn't even finish the game. He said, check me out, coach. Come on, man. What is this nonsense? I don't feel bad. No. I remember I said, I really hope some of these teams, it comes down to one game. They miss it by one game or they miss it by half a game. I really hope it comes down to that because I'm going to go back and I'm going to look at this game and I'm going to look at this game. I'm going to look at this game and very winnable games where the star players were completely healthy but did not want to play. Or even if they were 80, 85%, they did not go out to play. No one said you had to play 38 minutes. No one said you had to play 40 minutes. Give just enough to win, and you can go get some rest. I'll even take that. I'll even take that, man. And I said, I hope it comes. So I'm going to point to this game on the calendar, this game on the calendar. Where were you? You win that game, you make the playoffs, buddy. You win that game, you make the play-in, buddy. And I don't want to hear nothing about, oh, the doctor said this, the doctor said that, the team doctor. Shut the hell up. The doctors are doing their job. The doctors are saying what they're supposed to say to cover their ass at the end of the day and be professional and do their job. But how many times in league history, not in this NBA era, because that show as hell does not happen in this NBA era. It does not. But how many times have we seen in the past where the greats have been like, I give a goddamn what that doctor say. I feel good. I feel okay. I'm going out there and give what I can give. I don't care. Coach, well, we're not playing you tonight. We're not playing you tonight, Larry. We're not playing you tonight, MJ. We're not playing you tonight, Kobe. We're not playing you. They said, I'm going out on the court. Whether you like it or not, coach, GM, doctor, you stop me. Show enough. Their ass was out there on that goddamn court. Show enough. So I don't want to hear about the team doctors. I don't. Boy, listen, those old school players that played because they loved the game no matter what and didn't have all the advancements and the medicine and the facilities and the resources that you guys have today, out there busting their ass every day with crazy ass injuries. For the ones that passed away, they're rolling in their grave right now looking at this nonsense. Rolling in their grave. And the ones that are still alive, probably just sitting there like this. Just sitting there like this. I don't feel bad for the Lakers, for the Mavs, for any of the other teams, for any of these other teams that have been out here low management. The Clippers were my pick to win the finals. They were my pick. I was just betting on them being healthy, hoping that they would be healthy. And now it looks like Paul George is going to miss the remainder of the season, maybe get reevaluated in the playoffs. I don't even feel bad for the Clippers because y'all some low managing ass mofos. The worst of the worst. The worst of the worst. And that's mostly centered around Kawhi Leonard as the poster child for load management. Just saying. All you fools, man. I don't feel bad for not a single one of y'all. You shouldn't have been load managing. You shouldn't have been. You should have, if you were available to play, you should have been in there playing. They think they're so strategic with their load managing scheme. Oh, we're gonna play them this game, and then this isn't a good team. We can probably win without this player. We can probably, all right, you sit out. We'll let the rest of the team bring this one home against this inferior team. Oh, don't feel bad. I'm done ranting. That's just what I want to say. And if y'all missed the playoffs, good for you. Good for you for not putting on your work boots and going to work and earning your paycheck like you're supposed to. Good for you. Good for you. I ain't cut from that cloth. I got the Mamba mentality. That shit there is not the Mamba mentality. At all. At all. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about it. Do you agree? Do you disagree? I would love to hear your opinion. We out, baby.